How y'all doing? Donald back here again, and I have a little update for y'all. If you recall, I made a video a couple days ago, I think, where I kind of discussed some like this kind of a failed arrangement between me and another YouTube channel. Well, I got I got a couple bits of feedbacks from people, and I appreciate all of y'all that gave me your own view on what limited amount of information about it I was willing to divulge without, kind of giving out who it was I was actually doing the discussion with. But I did talk to a few other people kind of more privately, and some of them are I like do know who the actual party was, and there was one person in particular that actually kind of roasted me over that whole schmeal. And let me try to explain what they were talking about and how they inevitably led me to understand that I think most of the fault may have been on my part, which the reason why is not new to me at all. So quick little disclaimer about my personality. If you all haven't caught it, it may not be aware as like super obvious by just the videos I do. Is I tend to have a very blunt, kind of over analytical, maybe a little over like kind of overly detached kind of personality when it comes to interacting with people because of people that I don't personally like know. And it is a frequent occurrence that this particular personality quirk of mine will rub people the wrong way. In fact, little uh, history about that. My wife, when we were still dating in college, if I recall correctly, and I may be getting this wrong exactly, when the first time that her mother met me and I had like a little talk with her, just like a little, not important talk, just just talking with her about some stuff. She picked up the impression that apparently I was kind of an asshole, which I wasn't. She asked me a question, I gave her my opinion of it. Apparently, she just thought the opinion was kind of blunt, which it was. So sue me. But anyway, yeah. Sometimes I say shit that pisses people off, and 90% of the time I don't care that I piss you off because it's like me kind of being unfiltered. Because most people, a lot of people, especially here in the U.S. anyway, people tend to try to sugarcoat stuff when they're having a conversation. And I'm just like, nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna just tell you what I think. Well, back to the actual conversation. They pointed out that this other channel that I was kind of having a discussion with probably was kind of taken aback and like kind of didn't like the fact that I was being that way with them. And I kind of reflected on that, and I was like, well, we kind of had back and forth. We had what I personally considered a healthy discussion about the situation, their viewpoint on it, the perspective of the other party, things of that nature. And something that they point out that I think I understood this, but maybe I hadn't really considered was the other party is just a person. It's not like a company. It's not even like a group. It's just a person. And with like again, well, I'm not trying to give details about who it is. Uh, the person probably was very like pushed away from the fact that I was being like kind of like uh, very blunt, maybe kind of even like overly businessy about the arrangement. Because at the end of the day, it was just a person talking to a person. And when they pointed it out, I was like, okay, you know what? You're probably right. I think you're right. So I actually, even though they hadn't replied to any of my other emails, I sent an apology email to them, the other party. I laid out, sorry if the way I was kind of presenting stuff before was, kind of very off-putting, and I even explained the exact same thing I just explained to y'all. I tend to have a very overly blunt, um, detached, abrasive kind of uh, perception and behavior towards a lot of things, and it's not, again, not an infrequent thing that I tend to rub people the wrong way, and but that was not my intention. So I said, if you are willing to re-engage this arrangement, I would be glad to do it, because at the end of the day, while again I'm still not a super big fan of just doing things for exposure, uh, what was important here was that I would be helping their audience. I think that's more important. Uh, and I may just be underestimating what's going to happen from this. Uh, so yeah, I said, if you would like to re-engage, I'd be glad to do it. If not, I'll fuck off and we can move on with our lives. And they actually replied rather quickly. Actually, it was like probably like 20 minutes, which is like super fast for the past conversations. And they said that they understood that it was all right, and that they were still interested in having this arrangement. So, I double checked to see if the video topic that I had discussed before was okay, and they said yes, and so we the situation has been salvaged. The arrangement is back on. I will be doing a guest creator video on another channel. I will not say what channel it is until that video goes up. I still have to make the video. And I have to make it maybe a little different style than my normal ones, because it's kind of meant to be more assuming less, I guess, than usually in my videos. They're kind of very self-isolated, and I sometimes assume you know certain things or not. Well, I kind of have to be a little more, I guess, thorough with this particular video, so it might take me a little longer to make this one. But whenever it's up, like on the other channel, I will inform everyone as much as I can. Probably on like my Discord. I'll definitely announce it on my Discord server, and I will announce it on Twitter. But it'll probably be, I don't know. I think the other channel said maybe like a month before it went up there. But yeah, just kind of give you a little update. I admitted that it was probably more on my part than the other party's part, just because again, my personality bit me in the ass like it does every once in a while. It's just most of the time I don't care about when it bites me in the ass, and I admitted my fault in the discussion, and discussion was managed to be salvaged. So we back on, boys and girls. We back on. That's all I really wanted to talk about today. I just figured that maybe some of y'all would be interested in hearing about basically me admitting that I'm an abrasive asshole sometimes. Oops. And while most of the time it's okay, this time I was like, oh, let me admit that this is more my issue than theirs, and we back on, and maybe in about a month you'll go and get a little ping from me going, hey, my guest video is up, go check her out, and right there. So that's all I got for y'all today. Y'all come on back now, and I'll see you next time.